Welcome to Chris Cook for YouTube. Today I'm going to be doing oven foil packets. Now I'm going to bake this. This is a very simple recipe and you can cook this meal all in one. So let's get started with the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need petite potatoes, shrimp. I'm throwing the shrimp, so that's why I'm only showing the bag. You're going to need chicken pieces, cut up chicken, crab legs, kielbasa sausage, but you can use any kind of sausage that you want to use. I like kielbasa, so I'm using that. Half corn on the cob, this is half pieces. Broccoli, butter, lemon, fresh lemon, Old Bay seasoning, tajin, and parsley. So I'm going to go away and get everything all cut up like I need it. We're going to saute the chicken and we're going to boil the corn and the potatoes on the stove. So what I'll do is I'll meet you at the stove. Now I have some water that's boiling here, and I'm going to take these petite potatoes and I'm going to put it into this boiling water, and I'm going to allow them to get like a jump start, which means that I'm going to boil them because this is a very simple recipe and it does not take a long time to cook. So I want my potatoes to be to the point where they can cook with everything else that I'm going to put inside of the foil packet. So I'm going to boil these potatoes for maybe about 10 minutes, and I'm going to do the same thing with the corn. I'm going to put it in another pot. I'm going to boil it for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to remove it so I can put these two items together in the packet. Now here I have a pan, and I'll bring you back. I'm going to add some one little pad, maybe about a tablespoon of butter, along with a tablespoon of olive oil, and I'm going to pan fry up my chicken. Here my chicken is sitting right here because I want this to be almost done as well. I do have some seasonings in here, and I'm just using your regular seasonings, garlic, paprika, some salt, and some pepper. That's what I have on this chicken. So I'm going to fry that up, and I'll show you that, and then we'll put together this packet and we'll bake it off in the oven at 350 degrees. So I'll bring you back at that point. Be right back. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead, and I have my olive oil in here, and I have a little bit of butter. So I'm going to go ahead and saute up my chicken. Now you're not really trying to cook this chicken because it's going to do most of the cooking over inside of the packet. What I really want to do is kind of like brown it or do like a pre-cook. And it doesn't matter if you crouch your pan. Now if you look on the other side, you see my corn is boiling in one pot, and I have my potatoes in another pot, and it's boiling. I'm only going to boil it for like 10 minutes like I said, and once my timer goes off, then I'm going to take it. Let me just turn my stove up just a little bit. I'm going to remove it and allow it to sit to the side until I get all of the ingredients ready. Now I did slice up my sausage, so that's already sliced. I did put the same seasonings that I put on the chicken. I did put it on the shrimp. Now I'm going to add the other seasonings that you saw me read off in the recipe. I'm going to add that, sprinkle just a little bit on top of the foil packet. So what I'll do is I'll brown this chicken on both sides, and once I get it just browned or just where it turns white, then I'll bring it back and show you what it looks like so we can put it together. This is real quick. Once you put it in the oven, you're done with it. Be right back. Okay, now I poured some of the juices from the chicken that was left from the oil and the butter and the juices from the chicken. I poured it off over into this little bowl right here. Now, to them juices, I'm going to go ahead and add that little tablespoon of butter, because what I want to do is I want to use this as the sauce that I'm going to put over my packet. Now, my chicken is done enough. It'll finish cooking inside of the packet. All I wanted to do was to give it just a little bitty light tint. If it didn't get that, that's fine, like that one. But if it didn't get it, that's fine. So what I'll do now, I'm just waiting on the corn. I've already done the potatoes. They're done in the bag. And what I'm going to do is, once this corn is done, then I'll meet you at the table and we'll assemble a whole packet. I'll be right back. Okay, now if you're using a long aluminum foil, then you can just tear off a sheet and you can just use it. It needs to be heavy duty, but I'm using the short roll. I wanted to show you what that short roll looks like. So what I did, and that's heavy duty, but it's still not heavy enough for me. So what I did was I tore off 2 pieces of aluminum foil the same size, and I put them together. And what you want to do with that is you want to take 2 more pieces like this, and you want to put them opposite with the shiny part on. The shiny parts is facing each other. So these 2 pieces will have the shiny part facing the other 2 pieces. So then what you want to do is you want to fold it, and then you want to fold it one more time. Now why are you doing that? Because you don't want your juices to seep through, and you have quite a bit of things to put inside of your foil wrap. So I'm going to fold it just one more time to make certain that it's secure. Now once I do that, then I'm going to open it out, and you see now I have, and make sure to get there, see, I have that, the shiny side, and then I have the other side, and it's big enough for me to get everything in it that I want to get inside of this packet. Now I'm going to cook this for 25 minutes in my oven, and my oven is going to be at 375 degrees for 25 minutes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put down some of these petite potatoes. So I'm going to put down like about 3-4 of the potatoes. When I get to the big one, I'll show you what you're going to do. Okay, so once I get the potatoes in, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in a couple of pieces of my chicken. Perhaps like about 3 pieces of my chicken. I have my corn sitting over here to the side. I'm going to put a piece of the corn over inside. Then I have some sausage. I did not cook these sausages on the stove because they don't need to do that. The oil that's going to be rendered from the sausage can help to cook the packet. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place that on top. That's about, I have 3 pieces here. Now next I'm going to add inside of here some broccoli, and these are the florets. So I'm going to take, and I did cut all of my florets off. So I'm going to take and I'm going to put maybe about 4 pieces of the broccoli down over in here. Now the next item that I'm going to add is, I've already washed my crab legs. So I'm going to take 2 of my crab legs. There's 2. And I'm going to cut this in half right here. And I'm going to place that inside of my packet as well. I'll cut it again. You can cut it with your scissors. It's not hard to do. And I'm going to put that in my packet. Now next to that, I'm going to put maybe about 3 of these shrimp. And what I did with the shrimp is I just put a little bit of the seasonings that I put on my chicken. I put that on the shrimp. Now the next thing I'm going to do is, remember the juices that I took off of the chicken? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of that down on my packet. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add some Old Bay, as much as you would like. I'm using a generous amount of Old Bay. I'm going to add some parsley. I'm going to add some tajin. And this is really good because this has a lime flavor to it, and it's sold at your local grocery store. It's probably sold at Walmart, so you can buy it. And I'm going to squeeze just a little bit of lemon juice down on it. Okay, and maybe I have some smaller potatoes in here, so I'm going to put a couple more potatoes in there. Now, I want to show you what it looks like. See, that's exactly what it looks like. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this foil. I'm going to bring it up, put it together, and I'm going to fold it twice. Okay, once I get that folded, then I'm going to secure my ends by folding them up. You want to leave your ends up. That way your juices will not drain, because your juices will be trapped right in here. So you want to make certain that your ends are up. And then I'm going to fold the next. There you have it. 375 degrees in my oven for roughly 25 minutes. Now I'm going to make one more in front of you, and then I'm going to go away and I'm going to get all of these put together, and I'll bring you back. Now I want to show you, if you're using a bigger potato, you can always just slice that potato down. Okay, these potatoes, they are pre-cooked. That's just my oven going off, letting me know that I can go ahead and put it in. They are pre-cooked because you know we did boil them for a little while. 2 pieces of chicken, and you want to make certain that if you have smaller children that you make a smaller packet. Older people, then you would make, you know, a little bit bigger packet. And you can count out your vegetables so you'll know exactly how many you want to put in there. A piece of corn. And if you have everything assembled and sit in front of you, you won't forget anything. Some broccoli. Then I want to put some shrimp. Two of the crab legs. Now when you get down to where the claw is, you can just stick the claw in one of your packets. So I'll just go ahead and I'll stick this claw in here along with this, and I'll put this one back for the next. Then of course you want to spread some of your sauce all over the top. Now there is a little bit of butter in here, and this is the chicken broth, so you know this should really make it taste very, very good. And the reason why you put your shrimp on the top is because your shrimp is not going to take as long to cook as the rest. I'm putting seasoning down on it. Generous amount of Old Bay is going down on it. Some parsley. And then I'm going to add some lemon juice. Alrighty, now there it is, and this is going to be a meal in one. Again, I'm going to fold it up, take it down twice, fold it over, bring these sides up, make sure that I have it up in the air, bring this side up, make sure that I have it up in the air. Then I'm going to put it in the oven. When I'm ready to eat it, I'll bring it out. I'm just going to slit it, open it up, and I can go ahead and eat it. So I'm going to go away, get these prepared in the oven, and as soon as they get done, I'll bring you right back and show you what it looks like. Be right back. Okay, now the timer just went off. I got one more set after these. And as you can see, one is missing. That's because we had to get a little sneak taste. And it is really, really good. But I'm going to open one just so you can see it, because we're not ready to eat dinner yet. Now, now you can unfold it and then you can open it up like this, or you could just take a little knife and you can slit it. All right, there you have it. And this one was a little bit overfilled because I took like everything that was left over and I just put it in there so you can make it. I think that if you try this, you will really, really like it. I can tell you that it is really, really good. You have your corn, your shrimp, your broccoli, your potatoes, your sausage, your crab legs. You have everything in here that you need in order to make it a real good one container dish. Okay, that's what Chris is bringing to you tonight. Chris is making these oven pouches, oven foil pouches, or oven foil containers where you can eat it all in one. I think if you try it, you're truly going to enjoy it. That's what I have for you today. Chris is making oven foil packets. I think if you try it, you're truly going to enjoy it. And as always, thank you for watching. Chris Cook for you too. Bye.